Broadcasting from Universal Studios Hollywood, KUSH is on the air.
First up, safety rules. If you need guest assistance or you have a medical emergency or you drop something of value off the side of the tram or have any sound or video issues, reach up, grab the red E-cord that runs along the center of the ceiling of the tram, and I'll be back to assist you as soon as it's safe to do so. Otherwise, stay seated, keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle, use that red cord if you need any assistance. The studio is private property. If you drop your phone and you just can't wait to use the restroom, pull the cord, remain seated. No smoking allowed, and be prepared. Our tour features loud noises, sudden tram movements, fire effects, and water effects. So you're going to want to have out your cameras, your cell phones, just keep an eye on them so they don't get wet. And finally, for your safety and the safety of those around you, do not use selfie sticks while on board the tour. All right, well, we have covered all the ground rules, which means it's time to hit the ground running into our studio. This is where we leave the theme park behind, folks. Right now, we are at the border of our theme park and our movie studio. Here we go into the studio. Woo! We love this hill. Best ride in the park, folks. This is the Universal movie timeline. Off to the right of the tram, you're going to see movie posters from just a few of our favorite films here at Universal. We've most likely made a few of your favorite films because, frankly, well, we've just made a lot of films, you understand? The odds are good. We've been here making movies since 1915. Yeah, we're over 100 years old. And it all started with one guy, a guy named Laemmle. Carl was the founder of Universal. He was originally a German immigrant. He moved to America in 1884 and became obsessed with the art of motion picture. So much so that he dreamt of creating a one-stop shop for movie making. He wanted to make a place where everything for a film could happen from start to finish. In fact, he wanted to make an entire city devoted to the craft of film, and that's what he ended up making, a city. This is not Hollywood, this is not Studio City or Burbank. No, we're in Universal City, our very own filmmaking city. To the right-hand side here, you're going to see our city fire station, Fire Station 51. And this fire station is a real fire station. It is not a set, okay? This is a real fire station. It has to be, because to be a real city, you've got to have a few things that all cities must have. So you've got to have a fire station, a sheriff's station, a zip code, and at least one Starbucks coffee. You got to have one, right? So we got everything a city requires except for residents. No one lives here. Instead, we have artists that come together every day to bring you guys your favorite TV shows and movies. Now, where do we film these shows and movies, you must be wondering? Well, most of the filming that happens here on the lot happens in these great big buildings we call sound stages. We have 36 sound stages here on the property, and they're in the first half, mostly, of our lot. We call the first half the front lot. It's where a lot of the sound stages are and a lot of our other production facilities. The lot is broken into two halves, the front lot, and then we're going to go to the back lot. So starting here on the front lot, our largest and oldest sound stage is here off to the left-hand side, Soundstage 12. It was built back in 1928 for the movie musical Broadway, and since then it's housed some of the most memorable scenes in all of filmmaking history, like these. All of these scenes took place in that same stage right there. Now, we haven't always used sound stages. When we first opened, we were making silent films. It wasn't until the late 1920s we got the ability to make movies with sound, or as we called them then, the talking pictures. When we started making the talkies, that's when we had to find a way to capture all the talking without also capturing a bunch of background noise. So we needed soundproof stages, hence the name, sound stages. And now buildings like these are where 80 to 90% of all filming in the industry takes place. Their walls are 4 times thicker than typical walls and heavily insulated, making them about 98% soundproof. That way it's always quiet on set, just the way we like. These buildings also help us control another aspect of filmmaking, the light. Right? When the doors are shut, it's completely dark inside, so the filmmakers get to start from scratch, creating whatever lighting effects they need. They can film daytime scenes in the middle of the night, nighttime scenes in the middle of the day. Doesn't matter what's happening. natural light inside of these structures. Now you're seeing a lot of plants out here in front of sound stages 7 and 8. These are set decoration pieces that would go in and decorate one of the sets. And it might be going into this stage here, which is where they're filming Bel Air Season 3. Have you guys heard of Bel Air? It's the dramatic retelling of The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. The first and second season you can now watch on Peacock. It stars Jabari Banks as Will and Ollie Charlatan as his cousin Carlton. And they've been hard at work over the past several weeks getting ready for Season 3 and even doing some primary filming for the season. They've also filmed over here in Stage 14. You see that? Stage 14 is one of our largest sound stages as well. They've been using this for a lot of famous TV shows over the years. Superstore with America Ferrera filmed in there. It's where they had the Cloud9 break room. They also had sets for the Mindy Project with Mindy Kaling in that space. Also done a few very famous movie sets and movie scenes from famous films like Jurassic Park, Apollo 13, and Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That movie actually turned Stage 14 into the top of Mount Crumpet for that film starring Jim Carrey. We make every type of production here on the lot, folks. It's not just movies and TV shows, but we also do commercials, music videos, promotional videos. You know, I said commercials. We got the PayPal commercial going on here a little bit in the distance. We make a lot of television in the stages to the right-hand side, though. These have been TV stages for a very long time, from back when we were making TV sitcoms like Different Strokes and Who's the Boss. We made Sabrina the Teenage Witch here in these stages. We made dramas like Coach, Parenthood, Desperate Housewives, all here on the lot. Right now we're next to 16 and 17. This is where they brought you all 4 seasons of Never Have I Ever, starring Maitreyi Ramakrishnan. It's also where they brought you the first season of Based on a True Story with Kaylee Cuoco just last year. Right next door, we're going to see stages 17 and 18, This is where they brought you, 18 and 19. This is where they brought you all 4 seasons of The Good Place with Kristen Bell and Ted Danson. After that, they did a little Mr. Mayor here with Ted Danson, and now they're filming a new show. It stars Ted Danson. Yeah, so Ted Danson loves this stage. He keeps coming back, because sometimes you just want to go where everybody knows your name, and that's sort of his thing. So cheers to Ted Danson. And cheers to our other favorite Ted, our teddy bear Ted, drinking a large ice-cold generic beer. Hey, buddy, how you doing? He just got his own TV show. Did you guys hear about Ted's show? Here, I'll let Seth MacFarlane tell you more about it. He's the expert.
Hi everyone, Seth MacFarlane here, and I'm excited to share with you a behind-the-scenes look at my Peacock original event series, TED. It's a prequel series set in 1993. And that means our skilled craftspeople can build a high school, a house, and even recreate downtown Boston as it looked back in the day, using exterior sets and facades you're about to see on the tour. But I should warn you, TED is intended for mature audiences only. So grown-ups, tell the kids to go in the other room before you watch. Oh, come on!
Sorry, Ted. All right, folks, we are getting ready to pull into our active production area, okay? It's what we call a quiet zone for that commercial PayPal. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be crossing from the front lot to the back lot. The back lot is where we keep our large-scale exterior sets. So you're going to get to see a lot more stuff from here on out. But this first part I'm going to have to be silent for, so keep your eyes on your screens. If there's nothing else to see, I'll play some silent videos to go along with what you might be seeing around you. Keep your eyes out for any active production for that commercial. PayPal, they're filming in the Back to the Future set, the Courthouse Square set, so you'll see a little bit of that as we pull in. I'm going to be off the mic for the next few minutes, okay, so bear with me. I'll be back as soon as I can. Enjoy the view.
Pinto fell, and you saw it land and make this big hole in the street. That was on the Backlot. We dropped it. You dig like that in Chicago, you know.
When people ask me, all of the movies I've ever done, like, is the most satisfying and the most fun, I've got to say it's these films. We got to sing, we got to dance, got to drive, train the best stunt people in the world, and got to do an actor. So it was a big piece of work. During the shooting of the movie, John was missing, we couldn't find him.
Danny went off looking for him and saw a light in his one house and knocked him.
So we're doing a movie down here with one of our actors. Oh, John, yeah, he's on my couch. He came in, he had a snack a couple hours ago. He's sleeping. He was an actor, so we looked through that.
I mean, our first adventures that we do a quiet deadline after that active production I mentioned, so if you I just feel we do a quiet and just go, okay.
All right, folks, we made it through the first part of the quiet zone. Now we're pulling into Skull Island. Get ready for some adventure, folks. Stay seated. Keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times and hold on tight to your loved ones. By your loved ones, I mean your cell phones, obviously. Okay, hold on to your cell phones. You do not want to drop one of those in here. Go ahead and put on your 3D glasses. If you haven't already, let's get ready. quiet on the mic just for a little while longer as we pass that filming location again. We're not going to go as close, but sound carries out here on the lot. So I'm going to cut my microphone for the next 3 minutes. I'll be back ASAP. In the meantime, watch the silent video I'm going to play on your screens. Folks, we did it. And just in time, because I gotta get you guys to the Universal picture car lineup. Get out your phone, your cameras, excuse me. We're hitting the road, Jack. A picture car is any vehicle seen in TV or film. Anytime a car's on screen, it's a picture car. It doesn't have to work, doesn't have to move, doesn't even have to technically be a car. Any vehicle qualifies, so boats, planes, motorcycles, even trams can be picture cars. And we've lined up a few of our favorite picture cars off to the left-hand side, so let's check them out. First up on the lineup is the Deuce Coupe from American Graffiti, a George Lucas film, the film that kickstarted his career before he brought you Star Wars. We got some cars here from Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2. The ones from the sequel are my favorites. They're supposed to fly. They're also supposed to be from the year 2015. You know, the future. Got another flying car here from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Here's the secret. That's just one out of 17.5 versions of the car they made and used for the movie. They had to have a bunch of stunt doubles for it to accomplish the different stunt scenes they had to do, all with the same vehicle. At the end of the lineup, there's a tank from Transformers. Be careful, it's very powerful. It's made out of super high-tech plywood. Careful. You might get a splinter. No, it's just wood. It's just painted to look like metal. We have incredible artists here in this industry that can take surfaces like plastic and plywood, paint it up to look like anything. And we use a lot of plywood because A, plywood's cheap, that's good. B, it's light, that's helpful. If we make something out of plywood, we can move it around a lot easier than something made out of metal. And C, we don't feel bad about blowing it up. That's a bonus. We love to blow stuff up in our action-adventure movies. Oh, speaking of which, right now I want to take you guys to a little island off the coast of Costa Rica where the biggest thing we ever blew up was Jeff Goldblum's career, and now he's a big star. You're welcome, Jeff.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Hammond. Here we go. This is where we keep set pieces and props from the original trilogy, including some more picture cars. Yes. Jurassic Park has been around for over 30 years now. That first movie coming out 30 years last year. Off to the left-hand side, you're going to see the mobile lab from the second film, The Lost World. And it's an extra long picture car that's also made mostly out of plywood. Can you believe it? I'm telling you, we make everything out of plywood, including our dinosaur cages to the right, which probably isn't the smartest idea now that I think about it, because dinosaurs have sharp teeth, right? They could probably chew through wooden cages if they really wanted to. I wonder why they haven't escaped. Oh no, look out everybody, the dinosaurs are on the loose! Uh-oh. Wow, I'm totally caught off guard. This is terrible. I'm so sorry, everyone. I swear this only happens every single time we drive by. Oops. Look up on your screens. Let me show you the mobile lab you just saw in person. In action. Here it is in The Lost World. This is the scene that necessitated this extra long vehicle being made out of plywood because it had to be light enough for them to dangle it precariously off of a rainforest cliff like this. It'd be even cooler if that was a real rainforest cliff, but that's a parking garage covered in some dirt. Looks good though, right? They filmed this scene at night and added a bunch of rain to make it even scarier. And rain always works for that purpose. See, rain can increase the emotion, the tension of any scene it's used in. Think about it. Sad scenes get sadder in the rain. Romance scenes somehow get more romantic in the rain. I don't know why it works, but I've seen The Notebook, so I know it does. And scary scenes get way scarier. Now, studio tours, they get a lot more fun in the rain, and I'm going to prove that to you right now. Here we go into Old Mexico, where we're going to whip up a storm for you just the way we would for a movie. With one exception, we're going to add some sound effects to our storm. Typically, we would edit sound effects in after filming, so it doesn't clash with the sound of the dialogue from the actors. But it's nice to have it here for the full effect. We got a storm light creating some lightning. Let's get the rain going with our weather team. Guys, cue the water. Yep. Here we go, and action. Yeah, this is how we make rain for the movies. We're using a very complicated, very intricate system. It's called a sprinkler. Have you heard of it? Yeah. Shoots the water up and out, that way it falls back down as naturally as possible. Now we have a storm. If we were going to film here, we'd have to bring out some better lighting equipment. If you don't light rain correctly, it can make the picture a bit blurry. So the trick is to light from behind the water, to backlight it. That way it shows up nice and crispy. Hold on, I think we're getting too much water. Guys, cut the rain, would you? Hey guys, where you at? You guys going lunch? Oh no, oh no, too late. We got a flash flood. Everybody take cover. Sorry everyone, I did forget to say, if you're in a blue seat today, you may get wet. If your seat is blue, you may get wet. Check your seat just in case they're all blue. Every seat is blue. Oh no. Bummer. I had no idea. You guys are having some bad luck. But don't worry, it's not as bad as the luck that Paul Giamatti had in Big Fat Liar. Look at this. Paul Giamatti is an incredible actor, nominated currently for an Academy Award for his performance in The Holdovers, but he does not know how to handle a flood. You know who did better? Lady Gaga. She stood in that same flood in a full-length gown for her music video for Judas. Refused to use a stunt person. She was very brave about it. Now, speaking of bravery, a lot of brave scenes have been filmed right here in the drier part of Old Mexico. Scenes from Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse the Black Pearl, and Paramount's Nacho Libre with Jack Black, the bravest luchador. But if you're looking for the true home of the brave here at Universal, look no further than right here in the wild, wild west. Welcome to 6 Points, y'all. This is where we created some of the greatest westerns of all time with some of your favorite cowboys, like Destry Rides Again with Jimmy Stewart and Miss Marlena Dietrich, or My Little Chickadee with Mae West and W.C. Fields. We added a couple of new favorite cowboys to our roster back in 2019 when they were here for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino's latest, with Brad Pitt and Leo DiCaprio. A couple of no-name actors you probably never heard of, but they're very talented. These are truly our oldest sets on the lot. Can you believe it? They look pretty good. We keep them up well. But these are the sets that were busiest when we first opened up in 1915. See, back then we were making mostly silent westerns. Made over 200 silent western shorts in our first year of filmmaking here on the lot. It's a lot of movies. How did we make so many movies? Well, we had 6 different western streets at the time. Now we have 2. But each of those 6 had their own bank, saloon, and jail. You could make pretty much one whole western on one of the streets. So we could make about 6 movies at the same time on the same set. Why? Because they were silent. Nowadays with sound, things have become so much more complicated. We gotta spread out our productions, or better yet, keep them in sound stages as much as possible to control the sound. Because if you hear a movie with bad sound, you know it. When you hear a movie with good sound, you can't tell, right? It sounds like it's supposed to. So we strive for that great sound quality in every single production. It's what really makes a production professional. Look to the far left, you'll see some of our best sound stages. Stage 31 is where they filmed The Voice. They just finished up season 24 and they're starting season 25 of that show. This little lake here is Park Lake. It's my favorite view on the property. It has 2 fountains and a whole family of adorable geese. They're so cute. Way cuter than the creature that used to inhabit that water, the gill man from Creature from the Black Lagoon. I tell you what, this guy did not look as cute eating breadcrumbs out of our hands, but he's a very terrifying monster, I'll give him that. See, he's a part of our monster legacy. Here at Universal, we're very famous for having made monster movies, mostly in the 30s and 40s. Frankenstein, Dracula, The Wolfman, The Invisible Man, The Bride of Frankenstein, all made by Universal here at Universal. A lot of those films made in the middle of the Great Depression. They actually kept us afloat. during that time because they were low-budget films, didn't cost a lot to make, but earned us a bunch of profit at the theaters. They were so popular, these movies, and very scary. Sometimes they would put doctors and nurses on staff at movie theaters when they showed films like Frankenstein because people would faint from seeing Frankenstein's monster, and then they would be treated immediately by a medical team. Wild, right? We kind of became known for making scary movies here at Universal. We made a lot of scary disaster films in the 70s. In 1975, we made a movie so scary it kept people out of the ocean all summer long. It's Jaws from Steven Spielberg. We're going to go to Amity Island right now, and Amity means friendship. That's what we hope to witness here today, the start of a new friendship between the sharks and the humans of Amity. I know that sounds kind of unrealistic, okay, I do know that, but we've tried everything to solve our problem with the sharks except for good old-fashioned open dialogue. We haven't tried talking to the sharks, trying to work something out. So today we sent our best talker, George. He's going to meet with the leader of the sharks right now to hopefully form a truce. So let's see how it goes. This could be history in the making. Stay seated for me, folks. Good luck, George. Here we go. All right, this is good. They're talking, working it out. He's screaming, that's weird. And bleeding, oh no, George! Oh, wow! How did I not see that coming? Oh, buddy. Okay, folks, stay seated, don't panic. We do have a backup plan. We've attached some bait out there to that yellow barrel. Hopefully the shark takes the bait, and we'll be done with this. Okay, he took the bait, that's good. Wait, he took the dock. That's really not good. Is that gasoline spraying all over the place? Uh-oh. Everybody here? Great. What a relief. Folks, that was so scary. Great job. That's our mechanical shark, Bruce, modeled and nicknamed after the original shark. But he's not the original, and that's a good thing, because this shark works. And I can't say the same for the OG. See for yourself, okay?
That's a much around shark. The shark was frustrated. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all. Wherever we were, here the radio piece. And we're always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited.
The shark was going for a while there.
I think he owes more to his editor, Verna Fields, because she was the one who was handed all the messy footage of the shark malfunctioning and was expected to put together a terrifying thriller with it. And she thought, that's not going to work. Maybe it's scarier what we don't actually see of the shark. So upon her request, they did a reshoot where they shot from the POV of the shark, as if the camera was the shark. Threw out all the bad footage, replaced it with the POV footage, and not only did it fix their movie, it made it scarier, kept the audience in suspense for longer. The film went on to be a huge hit, and Verna Fields took home the Oscar for editing that year. Off to the right-hand side, the Chicken Ranch from the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. This house marks the entrance to our residential section of the lot. We got a whole neighborhood out here full of traditional style homes that could be from anywhere USA. And today I'm going to get to take you down one of the most talked about streets in all of Hollywood history. And it's literally our busiest set on the entire property. So it is a rare occurrence that the street is even open for our guests. So lucky you guys. Let's go to Colonial Street, or you guys might call it Wisteria Lane from ABC's Desperate Housewives. But long before the Housewives were even a glimmer in some producer's eye, this street was here. And we've been using it for movies and TV shows over the decades. So let me show you around, starting on the left-hand side with this brown house here. This belonged to Jimmy Stewart and his invisible bunny friend in 1950s, Harvey. The purple house next door is 1313 Mockingbird Lane from the Munsters in the 60s. Next door to that is a yellow house they used for the Hardy Boys in the 70s. Most recently, it's been Davy's house in Never Have I Ever, if you've been watching that show. My favorite house, though, sits on the end of the street on the left-hand side. It's this gray house. It's where Dr. Dre and M stood outside of a burned-out house with a can full of gas and a handful of matches. Still weren't found out in the Forgot About Dre music video. Very important cultural event for my generation. Doesn't matter what you're making, commercials, music videos, TV shows, movies, this street is the perfect street for your production. Why? Because nobody lives here. Yeah. There are no residents here, no nosy neighbors, no people to complain, no infrastructure problems. We made these houses. They're made out of plywood, foam, rubber, fiberglass, plastic, a good coat of paint. That's about it. And we can do whatever we want to them. We can blow them up. We can set them on fire. We can control every aspect of this street, even the seasons. Yeah, we get a lot of spring and summer out here in LA. If we want to create an East Coast fall for a movie or a TV show, we'd bring out colorful leaves, staple them up to the branches, make it look like fall. If we wanted it to be winter, maybe we'd call up a business called Snow Business, because there's no business like snow business. This is a real business that specializes in fake snow for movie sets. You turn this whole area into a winter wonderland. If you look off to the left-hand side, you'll see a blue house with 3 windows on top. This is the house they use often for Ted, not just the movies, but also the new TV show. Recently, they turned this house into a Halloween scene for the TV show. I can show you what it looked like up on your screens. Okay, pause for just a second. You see this house all dressed up for Halloween, the gravestones in the front yard. We film on the exterior of these houses. We don't do a lot of filming on the interior. We'd rather do that interior filming in our sound stages where we have better control over lighting and sound. So what we do is we film a little establishing shot on the outside of the house, then we'll cut to a scene that was really filmed inside of a sound stage, but when we cut the 2 shots together, it makes it look like it's all happening in the same spot. Here's how it works.
Let the festivities begin.
How many we got?
Well, let's see. We got 20 goblins.
Fantastic.
Do you think we're getting too old for this?
Oh, come on, Johnny, we're doing a public service here. If a kid leaves the house in a less than stellar Halloween costume, he's got to get the bad news before he makes a fool of himself all over town. We're Samaritans.
Yeah, we've had a lot of great Samaritans on Colonial Street. We use the street over and over again. But the audience rarely notices that all of these characters live in the exact same place. And that's because we dress the street to look a little different every time we use it. It's all about the set decoration. Picket fences, patio furniture, mailboxes, street lamps, Halloween decorations, all that stuff is added right before the production starts filming to make the street specific for whatever location they're trying to create. For Desperate Housewives, they even painted the houses colors they thought reflected the personalities of each of the ladies as an added way of telling the story subconsciously using color. Folks, we're about 10 minutes away from the end of our tour. Just a reminder to stay seated, pull the red cord if you end up needing any assistance. I'm going to take you to a sci-fi thriller set. Not this one. The one off to the left-hand side is War of the Worlds, and it's currently under some construction. I'm going to take you to a set from a different sci-fi thriller, a movie called Nope, starring Keke Palmer, Stephen Yeun, Daniel Kaluuya, Brandon Perea. We're going to go to a small-town theme park from the movie called Jupiter's Claim. Here, I'll let Keke tell you more.
What's up, Studio Tour? I'm Keke Palmer from Jordan Peele's film, Nope. What's a bad miracle? Well, you'll have to see our movie to answer that one. Until then, I hope you enjoy your visit to Jupiter's Claim.
Did you see a UFO in that cloud?
Yeah. No.
I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Mom?
Are you ready? Run!
Oh, yeah.
No. No. No.
Hell no.
No.
We love Jordan Peele here at NBCUniversal. He got his start working here on the lot with his sketch show, Key and Peele. They actually filmed in the War of the Worlds set off to the left-hand side for one of their sketches. But he's since been here for his movies Us and Nope, and right now we're going to go check out the set from Nope. Here to tell you more about it is writer, director, Academy Award winner, Mr. Jordan Peele.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Claim, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Juke Park. Over there, look into the winking well and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Show. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Well, A little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience, built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. It's not looking so live anymore. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy of gold rush frontier town lies a sinister secret. Smack dab in the center of the hotspot. What's a bad miracle? Miracle to find out. Welcome to the world of the gold.
Whoa, did you guys see that? Nope. Don't worry, you weren't supposed to. Just a great example of using sound effects to build your suspense. Put you on the edge of your seat, make you wonder what's about to pop out next. This is what they do with thriller movies and horror movies all the time. They're manipulating your emotions using your senses, and sound is a great way to manipulate you. The sound design on Nope was done by Johnny Byrne, excuse me. He used a combination of different wind sounds that he had collected over the years. You guys heard him in there, those wind sounds. He played the wind at different tones and frequencies to create different emotional affects throughout the entire movie, all using the same sound effect. Pretty impressive. Hold on one second. Hey, Al, are we being rerouted or something? Oh. Okay, interesting. Change of plans. Seems like the security team has a bit of a safety concern. They've asked that we pull off the route into our designated safe spot, which is this truck repair shop. Okay, so stay seated for me. We'll figure this out. Get back on the road ASAP. Sure, it's nothing serious. They are sending somebody out here to tell us exactly what's going on. Do you guys see anybody in here? Hello? Anybody here? Oh.
My name is Roman Pierce.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Roman.
Pleased to meet you.
You too. What's up?
Buddy Hobbs asked us to stay on the show for a while. We brought you in our secret spot.
Alright, look guys, we're gonna keep sharp and finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and meet you in there.
Wow, this sounds really serious. But don't worry, folks, I will keep you safe. My #1 priority on every tour is getting discovered. But my second priority is your safety, and I mean that. I really do. So I'm going to have to put you guys all in our witness protection program so you can lay low for a while. Luckily here at Universal, our witness protection program is not much of a program. It's more of a party. Welcome to the witness protection party, everybody. Yes. At Universal, even hiding from a dangerous criminal is a fun time. Here you can lay low and get low. Oh, well, guess that J-Lo.
Everybody out! The FBI! Come back in your car!
Hold on. Looks like the FBI is breaking us up. Sorry, folks. Thought we were taking the party to the next level, but I think we accidentally took it to the federal level. That's serious. So, hang tight. Let me figure out what we're supposed to be doing here.
This is what we're doing. This is the race day after party. And where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Him?
That's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Man, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cops suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours.
Hobbs, escort this novice out.
Let's go, Cookie Puss.
You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of something.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate. Short traced us. Ops can't hold it forever. Letty, Roman, we're out. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
For those guys, but hopefully not for us. We want things to be boring and safe. I'm going to get you as far away from the action as possible. We're going to hide out here in this abandoned parking garage and wait for Dominus crew to take care of Owen Shaw for us, okay? So, don't worry, we're going to hide here. Put on your pretty glasses. That'll help keep us all incognito just in case someone spots us. But I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be able to find us in here because nobody's going to want to pay that $20 for parking a second time, okay? So we should be fine down here, folks. Lean back, relax, take a little nap. That's what I'm going to do. So somebody wake me up if something exciting happens, okay?
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
Showtime!
This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook him up.
I got the bull by the horn!
Now we're moving.
God, look out! You give me the witness to come on the day. I'm that company!
Eat asphalt!
Don't think you're getting away! Put in the claws!
Way to go, Letty.
Drone's lining up the missile shot!
Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this.
Roman, don't shoot! Head for the bridge! Under construction! Everybody hold on!
Hit the nitrous! Run and die!
Alright, that was Fast and the Furious Supercharged! That is exactly how we roll. Yeah. Alright, folks, it's time to roll on out of here. Hey, Hobbs, how'd they do?
Good job, everybody.
You know, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it.
They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good at that. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
And you're welcome to join my tour anytime. But for today, that's it, folks. That was our grand finale. Now we're going back to the theme park. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned a little something new. And I hope you have a newfound appreciation for what happens here in Hollywood when they're bringing to life some of your favorite stories. You know, it takes a lot of people to make a movie. We always think about the actors, right? The Zendayas, the Tom Hollands, the Timothée Chalamets. But we never think about all those other names, right? All the lighting technicians, set builders, editors, visual effects artists, costume designers, writers, composers, even drivers, like your driver Al. Make some noise for Al, everybody. Make it noisy. Yeah, good job. Yeah, thanks, Al. Our drivers are the best. They actually work for films and TV shows sometimes, driving production vehicles. So they're an active part of the filmmaking process. We're very lucky to have them here, supporting our tours as well. I know we can support you guys today at Universal, our Universal Studios Hollywood app. It'll give you show times for Waterworld, wait times for our rides, instructions on visiting Super Nintendo World, and things like closing time, which tonight is 7 p.m. If I reminded you of your favorite Universal movie or TV show you want to go watch again, you can find out how to stream and purchase our content online at uphe.com. To our annual pass holders for being back with us. If you would like to become an annual pass holder, you can actually take your single day ticket to the Universal box office and find out how to upgrade today. Then you can keep coming back and seeing me, your tour guide, Alex. Folks, it was so much fun having you on board. I am going to hang out for a second, waving goodbye. So if you got any questions, comments, compliments, anything at all for me, come up and talk. And otherwise, get out of here and enjoy the rest of your fabulous day at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. As we say in the biz, that's a wrap. Bye, everybody. Thank you.